So the Vice documentary was aired this past week, and I thought I would give my views on the film, produced by Aaron Kaufman, who is a former Jehovah's Witness himself, which I thought was very damning to the organization. But before we get into it, if you enjoy this content and this video, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. I would also like to hear your feedback in the comment section, so feel free to leave your views and comments in there. So Vice aired the documentary called Crusaders, which examines the secret database of thousands of child sex offenders and how it has impacted the lives of the victims and those who actively speak out about the way these cases were handled by the congregations and the governing body at large. Those of us who have been Jehovah's Witnesses know how the Watchtower would consistently publish damning articles about the child sexual abuse within the Catholic Church, and often mention this from the platforms. Well, years after the Catholic Church was found to have harbored and protected child sex abusers while punishing the victims for seeking justice, attention was turned on the Jehovah's Witnesses for doing the exact same thing. And this goes back decades. I remember when I first started to have my doubts about the organization and started hearing murmurings of abuse cover-ups, I stumbled upon Barbara Anderson's testimony about her experience while investigating the child sex abuse within the organization. The secret database has been created as far back as 1994 in response to whistleblower complaints, and after a questionnaire was sent to 10,000 congregations in the US asking members if they suspected any fellow witnesses of being pedophiles and predators. The organization received many accounts of these abuses. Apart from many Crusaders like Barbara Anderson and William Bowen, both former Jehovah's Witnesses who have taken on the task of exposing the problem within the Jehovah's Witnesses years ago, the documentary highlights the work that people like Mark O'Donnell, who operated online under the alias called John Redwood, are doing to expose the child sex abuse problem within the Jehovah's Witnesses. The film has testimonials of a number of ex-Jehovah's Witnesses who were molested by their fellow members, and in many instances by high-ranking elders in their congregations. In many instances, these perpetrators suffered no repercussions and have been left to roam freely in amongst the congregations, endangering other children, all due to an archaic interpretation of a Bible verse that demands there has to be two witnesses to an alleged sin or crime. However, this strict adherence to this policy means that allegations of sexual abuse cannot be corroborated by two witnesses, which in turn leads to the victims feeling let down and vilified. Couple that with a culture of not reporting allegations to the police, and you have the making of a pedophile paradise. While the Catholic Church has begun to address their issue of pedophile priests and abuses, the Jehovah's Witnesses have not. They have dug in their heels. And here's the part that strikes me as appalling. And if you are a Jehovah's Witness currently watching or listening to this, take note, your donations to that organization funds the fines that have been racked up by the Watchtower for refusing to hand over that database. Court case in 2016, a plaintiff accused Gonzalo Campos, a member of the church, of molesting him and the secret database be handed over. Watchtower refused, and this prompted the judge to impose a fine of $4,000 per day until it's handed over. Watchtower racked up $2 million in fines before handing it over. They are protecting the perpetrators using money from Jehovah's Witnesses. The Jehovah's Witness organization will explain this away as the work of apostates and Satan. They'll use this as proof that the organization is under attack from the media and other worldly forces. It's all a sign, they'll say. The persecution complex and narrative kicks in. The accounts of Kimmy O'Donnell, Cameron Torres, Asher, Judas, and other ex-Jehovah's Witnesses are heart-wrenching. The film also touches on the blood transfusion issue and the no-blood policy that the Jehovah's Witnesses are known for. What is striking is also how resilient many ex-Jehovah's Witnesses are in face of excommunication or disfellowshipping, as the witnesses term it, and how activists like those on the film and myself do this out of concern for people's lives. They do it out of concern for the children in that organization. Contrast that with the organization and the governing body, who are more concerned with protecting the image of the Watchtower organization and their own selfish interests. Contrary to what they peddle and state on their website, the underlying actions and deeds of these men in authority is far removed from the truth. What you see is a highly structured and immensely dangerous cult, especially for children. That's my views on this documentary. I hope you enjoyed that. Tune in next time, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye for now.